Test, test, test. Watertown Lakers, test, test. Watertown Lakers. 1, 2, 3, test. Shot and a goal. No, it's not a shot and a goal. Hello, test, test, test. I'm at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. I'm always at 10 o'clock, even at 11 o'clock. Starting now. All right, welcome back to the George Mace Ice Arena. Thank you for coming with us for this second game. If you missed the first game, it was the girls winning 9-6 over the Huron All-Stars. And what a game it was. Huron All-Stars brought 8 skaters and had a lot of left in the tank for the Watertown Lakers, but couldn't quite get over the top of that hill. So we saw a good girls game, but now we're on to the boys hockey. Huron All-Stars are in town for the hockey game. This is the first Watertown Laker game of the year, and you never know. We got a new team, we got a new coach, we got new announcers. We don't. How's it going to go?
It's all new. We'll find out shortly.
Yeah, so you never know what you get. The new coach for the Watertown Lakers is Devin McMullen. And I have to say, I don't know Devin. I've talked to him a couple times. Tell us a little bit about his background. He's not going to make it up for the pregame, so we'll do the coach's corner for him, brought to you by Deutsches Excavating. So what do we know about Devin?
You know, Devin was around here last year. He helped us out a little bit as just a coach at practice and stuff, but when Coach Witt stepped away at the end of the season, we were on Devin pretty hard to come and coach our guys, and he's been great so far. He's played. He's from Canada, so he's got that Canadian hockey in him, and he's letting these guys know what that's about. And it's pretty fun to watch them buy into the type of system that he's wanting these guys to run, and the way to run it, and how hard to do it. And as I can see right now, all of them are buying in. So.
Well, and that's a big part of it as a coach. You got to get your team on your team.
Yes.
And sometimes it takes a while, but some coaches have that thing, and it just clicks right away.
And I think Devin, time will tell, but I think he's got that little niche. He played quite a bit of hockey himself. Played some juniors, played some college, and he's a chiropractor here in Watertown now, and him and his wife, and got a good, successful business going so far, and it's great to see.
Well, and it's always good in an association to get a hockey coach for a while. You know, you get him buying in with these little kids, buying into the program all the way up, and then when he gets them at the varsity level, they already know the program and they already know it. And the Lakers have had some turnovers with coaches a little bit. You were probably the longest coach, and you coached for how long at the varsity level?
5 years at varsity.
5 years at varsity, and of course before that, Bantams and so on and so forth. But coaches are kind of a rare breed, and they don't just walk in the door.
They don't. You got to look for them. They got it, like you said. They got to have that niche, that knack for teaching, and the way to get down to the kids' level and be on their same page with them.
We're gonna go down just a little bit. I'm gonna go about 9:30, and we talk about that's our volume dial that we refer to. So we're constantly trying to give you the best volume on your set that you can. It's AM 1480 KSDR is where you're at right now, and if you're joining us on the live stream, go watertown.net. Welcome to Watertown Laker Hockey. It's their first game of the year. They have not played a game. Have they done some scrimmaging?
They've done some scrimmaging. They've done some preseason stuff at the JV Jamboree here in town. Mixture of guys playing. Never this team all together on the ice at the same time, though. So it's going to be fun to watch.
All right, so there was a little action in South Dakota hockey, boys. Sioux Falls 1 beat Brandon Valley. That would have been last Friday, 4-0. Sioux Falls 2, 4-2 over Yankton. That was on Saturday. And Yankton beat Brandon Valley on Saturday also. So there was 3 games played last weekend. This weekend, there is going to be 4 games, counting this one, of course. Brookings is going to be at Owyhee, Mitchell at Aberdeen, and Sioux Falls 1 is going to meet Sioux Falls 2 early in the year. And if I'm not mistaken, was one of those games earlier today, or are we
Nope.
all 8 o'clock
No,
starts?
we got that one's 8:15. Sioux Falls is 8:15. The rest are at 8 o'clock, same as us here. So.
Okay, we're going to do the best we can to keep you guys updated on those other ones going around the state, because when we talk Watertown Laker hockey, we always like to predict the future. We talk about the state tournament early in the year, and but what we're going to talk about right now is Huron All-Stars have just taken the ice, and Huron never has a lot of numbers on, it seems like any team, especially at the varsity level, varsity boys, varsity girls. But Huron, if you have to look at the tradition of Huron, they skate.
They skate, they work hard, they're coached that same way. I give them credit in Huron a lot. They play at the upper level at all times. They never play down. They strive to beat the best. And
just when you take a Huron team who walks into the arena with low guys and you think you can wear them out, you can't.
You can't.
You can't wear a Huron team out, and we talked a little bit about that with the girls. Huron is a team that competes all the time with the Watertown Lakers and vice versa. A lot of similarities in our programs.
Very similar, very similar. We actually had a coach that coached at varsity with me from Huron, Jake Eide. We coached very, very similar, so it was like hand and fist together with us, and it was pretty fun. They are coached the same a lot.
Yeah, so the Watertown Lakers are going to take the ice, and they're going to wear their white jerseys tonight. Lucas, you've been around these kids a lot of years. What do we know about these kids when it comes to strengths and weaknesses? What does this Laker team look like?
They're still young in many ways. There's only a few seniors that are out here, 7 or 8, but they don't all play all the time. We got young goaltenders, and we have some good leadership on this team. I'd say one of their strengths is getting the play started is going to be one of their main strengths this year.
Good. Well, and these kids, they all know each other. They've played an awful lot of hockey. By the time you get to the varsity boys level, you've been through it.
Definitely
you've been through it. And we got a guy by the name of Jason Good up here. Are we going to get him on the air?
Yeah, we can put him on here.
All right, we better do some introductions here first. We're going to go to the mic. We're going to have the national anthem being played. The national anthem has been played, and we have a guest real quick, Jason Good. Jason Good, come on over. Jason is a coach, and we're going to talk to him real quick, brought to you by Deutsch Excavating. We're going to talk to Jason Good. Jason, good to have you back in the coach's rank. We're going to talk to you a little bit about this Laker team. You just got involved back in Laker hockey. What's in store with this Laker hockey team?
I think you're going to find a lot of good speed out of these kids. They have busted their butts here in the last month and a half to finally get to this point and play a game here. You're going to see hard work. You're going to see kids grind. And I think you're going to see this Laker team put up a lot of goals today.
Jason, I said it's good to see you back. In fact, I saw you at a Laker meeting, and I wondered if you were lost. But it's good to have you back in the coaching ranks. What brings you back?
it's good to be back. You know, I left there for a couple of years, did some stuff on my own with my race car stuff, and I don't know, I just can't seem to get out of this sport. So here I am. I think I'm here for the long haul now.
Well, that's good. We like having you back. And are you an assistant coach with the varsity guys?
Yeah, like an assistant stuff. I still, like when I came back, I didn't know how committed I wanted to be, but now after being on the ice, I'm pretty committed. So it's tough, but we got 5 coaches, 5 good coaches, all willing to help, and so yeah, just kind of an assistant.
Are you still able to beat up on these guys a little bit?
Yeah, you know, I still try to keep my physical fitness still up a little bit. So yeah, I still move pretty good.
All right. Well, Jason, it's sure good to have you back. You better get down there and coach these guys, and send somebody up, either you or somebody after the game.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Jason, thanks for coming up. That's Jason Good. Was outstanding hockey player for the Watertown Lakers for quite a few years. Can't seem to get away from the game, and boy, we sure like to have him around.
That's great to see Jay back. I had a chance to coach with him, and I coached him for many years too. So
yeah, it's good to have him back. We did that during the player introductions, but we're going to tell you about all the players as they touch the puck and so forth. So we're going to get this thing underway. Riddle Jewelry is going to put down the puck for us. They are our sponsors for puck drop and the face-offs. And we are going to be underway here in a real short time at center ice. A lot of people in the arena tonight. Good to see a nice crowd for the first game of the year. And we are going to face off with number 5. And for some reason I don't have his number. This one is controlled by Austin McBride from his defensive position over to Riefenberger. Riefenberger can't quite get it off the boards, and here's number 5 for Huron. He's going to try to take it in. And Austin skates pretty well, been playing a lot of defense, and throws it off the board here, and that goes over to Thomas Foley. Thomas Foley's a young player, is just coming into his own right now, and we look for a lot of things with Thomas Foley in the future. Near boards, player gets taken down by Riefenberger. Watertown Lakers are going to go 3-on-2, and there's a slap shot goes up and over the top of the goalie. The goalie is Jack Bales for the Huron All-Stars, and Caleb Schmaltz is going to start in the goal for the Watertown Lakers, a young goalie for the Watertown Lakers. And Lakers make a change. Here's Bramer with a little backflip, can't quite get it over Bales, and a couple players fall down. And here's Huron on the attack up through the neutral zone. Up through the neutral zone, get it upended there. There was nowhere to go. Coming into the game here is number 4. That's Ryder Casper. We have their lineup in some shape or form. We're going to do the best we can with it. Here's Bramer taking a shot off the blocker. Goes up and over the screen and held in over here by the Watertown Lakers. That's Bryson Bowling. Good to see him back on the ice. He's been a pretty good competitor for the Lakers for a long time. And we're going to have an interference call. That's going to be on Bryson Bowling. So I don't even have my sheet ready. I can't even write it down, Lucas. It was Bryson Bowling on interference. I'll get my sheet. We'll make it work here somehow. Not ready. We had too many interviews, too many things going on. And we are going to have the first Pelican Power Sports power play for the Huron All-Stars. And we're going to face off to the right-hand side of Schmaltz, controlled here by Huron. Huron's going to take it back into their defensive zone, going to try to get organized here. Coming up in through the neutral zone, this is Ethan Bush down in the near corner. Circling around, going to take a shot. That gets upended here, and that comes back out to Glanzer. Glanzer going to hold it in the zone. Now it's going to be chipped all the way down. Allard's going to make a race for it here. On the near far corner, I should say. Allard still going to take a shot, and that's a pad save over there by Bales. A little faster than the girls' action. Talk a mile a minute. Sometimes we make sense, sometimes we don't, but here we go. Huron's going to take a centering pass, can't quite get there, and Allard's going to chip it away. 1:13 left in this Pelican Power Sports power play. And somewhere along the line, we're going to catch up with that penalty by Bowling. And Lakers doing a nice job breaking up this power play, actually controlling the puck. And here's Austin McBride. He's all by himself, going to waste a little time more than anything, not even looking for a shot. And Huron's going to have to regroup here. We're at 49 seconds. Huron's going to try to get out of the zone. Can't do it. This is Jacob Riefenberger. He's looking for a shorthanded goal and goes up and over the top of the screen. Jacob Riefenberger doing a nice job disrupting this power play by the Huron All-Stars. 36 seconds left in this one. 14:04 left on the clock. And this one's going to go all the way back down. And Bale's going to paddle it. Going to try to get it out to a teammate and does. That's Peterson for the Huron All-Stars. That's a number 9. That's a Workus. Anytime you see a number 9, it's a Workus. Jackson Workus with a shot, and it's looking for a shorthanded goal. 14 seconds left on this power play. Lakers doing a really nice job breaking this thing up, and now the Huron All-Stars with a shot down. That's Pomerico. You got to like that name, Landon Pomerico for Huron All-Stars. And that's going to do it. We're 5-on-5 hockey, and Bramer's going to bring it up along the far boards. He's got a player up here trying to get it to him, can't quite do it. That's Millen Evans into play. We've seen lots of Evanses in the program over the years. This is Millen, it's the last of them. And Millen tries to fight in back of the net there and can't quite do it. That's Carson Walters for the Huron All-Stars. Puck's coming up, Ethan Bush. Huron's going to regroup in the neutral zone. Look out, you don't want to play around with it there. That's a bad spot. Bramer almost picked that one off in the neutral zone, and here they come. Our defensive men coming up through the neutral zone and gets taken off the puck. That's a nice check right there by Ethan Bush. Evans in the near corner. Going to control that puck. I don't remember Millen Evans being that tall. I guess he grew when I wasn't looking.
He did. He grew about 6 inches this summer.
And this Bryson Bowling, he's back on the ice after his 2-minute penalty, and that was a close to offsides there, Millen, but they didn't call that one. Oh, Lakers trying to chip this one in. This is Scott. He's 1-on-3, going to look for his forehand. Now he's going to get a look at it. Got to look at it. He scores it. That's Ethan Scott. Oh, Bryson Bowling. It wasn't Ethan Scott. It was Bryson Bowling. Took his time. Good patience by Bowling. And that's going to be the first score of the game by Bowling. And I believe that one is going to be unassisted.
Definitely unassisted. He picked that up on the half wall over there, came across the front, and like you said, bought his time and took a great shot, short side on the goalie.
I thought it was Scott. He skates a lot like him, but a lot of really good patience. Getting the shot. I didn't know if he was even going to take a shot there for a while. Well, we've already faced off. The puck along the far boards. And a Lakers strike first. You always like to see that in a game. Get that first one behind you and settle in. And here's McBride from his defensive position, going to carry it all the way up through the neutral zone. Going to chip it off the boards down in the near corner. Now he's going to get a look at it right at Bales. Can't get that one across. Nice stop there by Bales at point blank. And this one's going to go all the way down. We're going to have an icing call. So the Watertown Lakers strike first, 1-0. And Huron, according to the scoreboard, doesn't have a shot on goal yet.
No. It's been pretty played in the middle of the rink here, neutral ice, and then quite a bit of time in the offensive zone for the Lakers. Even on that power play, or that Huron had, they played down in their defensive zone the whole time.
All right, we've faced off, and we're already starting to go down the other way where McBride is going to chip it all the way across ice. This goes up to Knopf, Wyatt Knopf. He wears number 27. And there's a little pass in, trying to get it to Riefenberger. Riefenberger can't quite get it on his stick, and that was Foley with that pass, or centering pass. Now it's Foley behind the Huron All-Stars goalie. He's going to look to the center, back out to his defensive man. His defensive man is number 4. That's Gunnar Van Gilder. He's got the best name in the league.
He does.
And Gunnar Van Gilder played a good hockey last year, and we expect that amount. He's not very big for a defensive man, but he does get it done. He's a good skater.
He's a really good skater. He's got a younger brother, Jet, that also is up here now at JV varsity.
The Van Gilders. They played a lot of baseball. This time around, they're playing hockey. As Huron All-Stars get it down into their offensive zone. Can't control it, however. And this is going to be Knopf. He's going to try to get it out, and there's a shot wide of the goal, and still not a shot on goal for the Huron All-Stars. Caleb Schmaltz in the goal for the Watertown Lakers. You can't see it, but he wears number 20. And we have a penalty here by the All-Stars. And I don't know what that penalty was, but it's a 2-minute penalty by Huron.
I missed it also.
We
Talking
missed
to my
it.
cameraman up here.
We're watching the game and we missed the game. We'll find out right now. Number 12?
22 minutes
20.
for roughing.
Number 20. It's a Pelican Power Sports power play, and that's going to go on Ethan Bush for 2 minutes. And the Watertown Lakers are going to try to get organized on a power play here. It's a Pelican Power Sports power play. And they're going to bring it into the offensive zone, just inside the blue line. Going to chip it over to Evans. Evans is going to take a shot. He wears number 10. Easy to see him. He's the tallest kid on the rink. I think his mom and dad should have had him play basketball.
I don't know about that. He's a pretty good hockey player.
I wonder if the Evans is like that or not. I think one of their kids should play basketball. No, that's a hockey family that's been with us for a long time. There's a centering pass to Riefenberger. Couldn't get it on a stick. He got it on the skate. They're on a power play here and taking that shot. Just inside the blue line is Ethan Scott from his defensive position. 57 seconds left in this Pelican Power Sports power play for the Lakers, and they've maintained control this entire power play thus far. Boy, wouldn't it be nice to get to 2-0 on this one right away.
That'd be big. That'd be big for them.
Facing off is Foley. Here's Bramer just inside the blue line all the way across to the far side, taking a shot. That one can't make it to the net. That was Bowling. And a little scrum in front of the net, no possession, and now it kicks outside in the neutral zone where McBride has to pick it up. Skates backwards up across the red line. Does a good job skating with his head up. That takes time to be able to do that. He's always got his head up when he skates. Here's Bramer with point blank, and Bramer's going to score. Bramer makes this thing 2-0 at the 8:59 mark.
It's a good pass from Riefenberger out of the corner there with his head
That's
up.
Riefenberger.
Good shot out to the center slot, or pass out to the center slot. It's a great shot by Bramer.
Yeah, that shot, he kind of looked where that one was going. He knew where that was going when he touched his stick. So the Watertown Lakers with 8:59 left get out in front of this one 2-0. Huron yet to have a shot on goal. Caleb Smoltz's feet are starting to get cold down there, I'm guessing. Through the neutral zone are the Watertown Lakers. In the neutral zone, players go down, and this is Allard. Allard's a real aggressive player. He's fun to watch. Gunnar Van Gilder holds it in, patches it deep. And Huron, that's Walters, Carson Walters, playing defense behind his net. Tries to get out of the zone, held in nicely there by the Watertown Lakers. And that's going to be Jackson Esplin. I remember Jackson Esplin was tiny. What happened? He grew.
He grew.
Playing pretty good hockey at his defensive position. And Huron gets it into the zone and taken away immediately by the Watertown Lakers. And if I'm not mistaken, that looks like a Holeen the way he skates.
That's definitely Gabe Holeen.
Gabe Holeen, number 21 for the Watertown Lakers. He skates a certain way, and I guess I just remembered it. Missed there by Millen Evans from Allard. They can't get that one to the net. Pretty good opportunity. And McBride's going to pick it up at it, and he's going to skate it up through the neutral zone. And they're 2-on-2. Evans is there, tries to dangle around him, can't quite do it. And held in the zone there is Warkus. I thought it was going to be a hand pass in the offensive zone there.
It's a good heads-up play by McBride to not touch that puck here in the offensive zone.
That's what happens when you play as much hockey as he does. Millen Evans is going to take a shot from just below the dot, and that one won't go in. Bale's doing a good job so far. There's another shot on goal. And held in the zone by one hand. That is Hudson Hendricks. And he had a sister that played the last game, is that right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Watertown Lakers trying to regroup behind their net. Huron holds it in the zone. I would have to say the Watertown Lakers are probably controlling the tempo of this game. It's good to see.
It's definitely a high-tempo pace.
As Huron has it in the neutral zone, and with a touch there, that's Jacob Harms. Tries to get a shot at the net. That's Jacob Harms. Can't quite get it to the net. And there's a scramble. Bramer trying to poke it ahead, and he does. And yeah, we're going to have a hook there. That's what I thought that was going to be. I was going to call it if he didn't. And we have another Pelican Power Sports power play for the Watertown Lakers. And that's...
Yeah, the Huron player there hooked him as Jake Bramer was on the ice. He was still hooking him, and he couldn't move anywhere. So,
yeah, that looked like a hook right from the start. And Bramer chipped that one ahead, did a nice job keeping that thing going. And that's going to be Glanzer, Brecken Glanzer. And I don't think we said his number yet until he goes to the penalty box. And we got set. Facing off is Foley. Won by the Lakers. Here's Foley, reversing field. Back out to Riefenberger. Riefenberger going to take a shot wide of the net. I saw the gap. Didn't quite get there. Held in by McBride. McBride at the blue line. Look out. Don't wait too long there. McBride now, it's got to come back out, and he's going to regroup. Bramer playing defense this year. I haven't seen him. He's just kind of switched to defense this year, huh?
I think he's on defense on the power play.
Okay, power play. Yep, we're on a power play. You're right. Here comes McBride. He's got it just inside, and he's going to take a shot up and over. Nice looking shot. Couldn't find the net. Pelican Power Sports power play. We're 1:25 left in this power play, and Lakers settling in now, setting up the power play. McBride inside the blue line, down to Riefenberger. Riefenberger's going to look in the middle. There's the pass. Can't handle it for Bramer. Kind of short-handed him a little bit right in front of the net, and Huron's coming the other way through the neutral zone. Up through the neutral zone is number 18, and I don't have him, but I'm going to find it. Jack Mitchell. So we had an offsides call. Is that what it was when I was looking down?
Yeah, offsides. Made a little too much of a move here at the blue line and caught the other player offsides.
Jackson Workus going to face off against number 5. I wish I had his name, but I don't. Sorry about that, Huron All-Stars. He's a good player, though, number 5 is for the Huron All-Stars, as we got a shot. And that's going to come from Grady Bott.
First shot on net there for Huron.
Yep, first shot on net. And it's still a power play for the Watertown Lakers. It's a Pelican Power Sports power play. And here's number 5. Going to chip it down deep. And we're going to try to get organized here. 35 seconds. If they hurry, they're going to get a power play set up here. Coming through the neutral zone and deep into the zone is Gunnar Van Gilder. Gunnar Van Gilder, he'll win a lot of races. He's going to win a lot of draws in the corner. Now they're getting set up here. We only got 13, 17 seconds left in this Pelican Power Sports power play for the Lakers. Going to go back of the net. That's Workus. Workus going to chip it all the way out. It's Millen. Over to Workus. Far corner. Out to Millen. Millen holds it in. Down to Workus. Now we're 5-on-5 hockey. Still looks like a power play yet. Huron slow to get somebody on the ice. So we got a couple extra seconds of the power play there.
Big hit there behind the net.
And here comes out of Ethan Bush for the Watertown Lakers. Picked it up in the neutral zone, went down and took a nice shot. He was outnumbered all the way down, and Huron's going to try to regroup. Nice pressure in the far corner there from Logan Osted. We haven't said his name yet tonight. Great job getting down in the corner and winning that battle. There's a check right in front of us. Offensive zone here for the Watertown Lakers. Ethan Scott behind the net. And Bowling. Bowling's going to try to get to his forehand. Circles around. There's a glove laying on the ice. Somebody's without a glove. Hope it's not a helmet.
Nope, it's a glove.
There's a check right in the center ice, and that's going to give Huron the advantage, but can't quite get it. And Gabe Holine chips it down deep, doing a nice job, takes the hit for it. A few checks going on. Checking in boys. We didn't see that in the last game. Girls hockey cannot check. The boys can. Bowling battling over on the far board, just inside the zone. Bowling can't quite get to it. Battling over there with Jonas Buckland.
Lakers got a good forecheck going down here this first period in the offensive zone. Always on the Huron guys.
As the Watertown Lakers try to bring it up and do so, this is Allard. Allard going to carry it in. Going to get somewhat of a shot and falls right into the goalie. Players don't like that. He lost his skate and fell into the goalie. Huron kind of maybe thought that was on purpose. It wasn't. Referee's doing a nice job to break that situation up, and I think they're going to talk about.
Set in one of the box here, it's hard to tell.
I know they're talking about it. There was a little kick on a Huron player there. I'm assuming they're going to let it go. Yeah, they're going to let it go.
Nope, he's taking him.
Oh, no, he's going to call him a rough.
Yep,
he's going to go get him.
Number 8.
Number 8?
Number 8, Glanzer again. Second penalty of this first period here.
Yeah, that's a second penalty. He had a little kick. Allard lost his skates in front of the goalie there, and players don't like when their goalie gets hit, and he actually kicked him. So there's going to be a Pelican Power Sports power play. You'd think I'd be able to say that easier, but I can't. Here's a shot, McBride, from just inside on this power play. Watertown Lakers on a power play here. This is their third power play already.
It is.
Of the game.
It'll be tough for Huron to keep pace if they're going to keep playing in the box today.
Riefenberger tries to get a pass in the center. Now it does come out of the zone. Riefenberger's going to wait for his teammates. Oh, that was close. Yep, they got him that time. Riefenberger was waiting as long as he possibly could. And Bowling was called offsides. That just happens sometimes.
It does.
Sometimes that offsides, there's just nothing you can do about it. You're just offsides. A minute 31 left in this Pelican Power Sports power play. Foley's going to face off here, and does against Ethan Bush. McBride controlling it in his defensive zone. He does it with his legs now. He chips it up. Chips it over to Foley. Foley center, going to take a shot right into a player. Nice defensive play there from a Huron player. He's number 18. I couldn't find him last time, can't find him now. That's Jack Mitchell. And McBride's going to find the puck in his defensive zone again. Fakes like he's going to swat it and doesn't, gets plowed over along the far board. And coming into zone is Bowling. Bowling flips it to himself. He gets a little bit ahead of himself. Can't quite get a shot. And holds it in as Bowling gets toppled over just inside the zone. And here comes Huron. Huron's going to fire one from just past the red line. That's a pretty good shot that far out. And that's Peterson. And here comes the Lakers back the other way. Bramer carries it in the zone. Osted gets upended over there, chasing the play just a little bit. Gunnar Van Giller dumps it down deep in the zone. And the Lakers are going to get a change here as Huron tries to get it out, can't get it out. And Gunnar holds it in the zone, takes a hit. And Huron's going to try to get it out. Gunnar taps it against the board. Gunnar does a nice job holding the zone in this one. Now he's going to get a shot here. I think he's going to take a shot. Yep, takes a shot, walks it up to the circle. Does a nice job on that one. There's a shot by a Watertown Laker. I can't get his name. It's Jackson Esplin. And there's another shot there. Esplin again, just firing. Get him 3 shots. He just keeps firing, and Workus takes it out to his defensive man. This is Gunnar Van Gilder, going to walk it over to his left, going to get between the circles, takes a pretty good shot, not much on it, a rebound chance. That was Workus, can't quite get it in on a backhand. Held in over there by Gunnar. Gunnar dumps it all the way down to the corner. 33 seconds left in this first period, 2-0 Watertown Lakers. And we're going to play continues here with 26 seconds left. That's Huron All-Stars trying to get a shot over there. I lost my train of thought there, but Huron had a pretty good shot and connected there. And we're going to have a penalty here just with 12 seconds left. That's Jackson Esplin doing everything he can to keep those shots out of the net. And he's going to pay the price. He's going to pay 2 minutes for it. You got to hand it to him. He was doing everything he could. He was outnumbered there and did everything he could.
He was just trying to keep it out of that net, and you got to give him credit. Coach probably is going to be too upset with that one when he's doing everything that he can.
Yeah, he's all by himself. Jackson Esplin doing a nice job, but he's going to play 2 minutes. And Huron's controls it just for a second here is 3.6 seconds, and that should do it for this first period. And 8 shots for the Watertown Lakers, only 1 shot on goal by the Huron All-Stars. For some reason, that doesn't seem like it.
No, it doesn't. But, we played a lot down here in the offensive zone for the Lakers, and it's probably a tough period for Huron.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. You have to like what you saw out of the Lakers there, don't you?
I do. I liked it a lot. The best thing I saw was puck movement and control, calmness with the puck. For a young group, there's some guys out there that are pretty calm with the puck.
Yeah, you said it. They dominated the control of the puck, and it showed. Getting 8 shots on goal and 3 penalty opportunities. Huron had 3 penalties in that period. The Lakers had 1. It was Bowling that did the first penalty of the game for interference, and then Huron came back and had 3 penalties in a row. Watertown Lakers, if I'm not mistaken, Lucas, I don't think they scored on a power play, did they?
They did. The first one.
The
first one. Yep.
The first one. So they score on one power play. And then the Lakers had a penalty right at the end of that period. Jackson Esplin doing everything he can. He's outnumbered by Huron, and Huron's firing at the net and ended up getting a 2-minute penalty. So he's going to be in the box for a 148. Huron's going to be on the power play when they come back out. So I'll recap the scoring here a little bit. With 12-16 in the period, the Lakers struck first with number 22 Bowling unassisted. Gets the first goal of the game, and with 8:59, the Lakers strike again with Bramer making a shot point blank from Riefenberger, and a really nice shot by Bramer. You could see the hole that he was shooting for, and he found it. So that puts the Watertown Lakers up 2-0 over the Huron All-Stars, and that was a pretty good period. I really enjoyed that period. The Lakers looked good.
They did look good. They looked confident. They looked like they knew what they wanted to do, and they executed well. It's good to see from them. Yeah.
So we've got a couple visitors up here. I don't know. Maybe we should just give them a headset and do an interview with them.
I don't know. Maybe we need to get Todd Randall up here and talk on
Todd Randall showed up here. Come on up, Todd.
Get him on the horn here.
This is the last time he'll try to visit us, won't he? Come on up here, Todd. Todd, come here once. We got to talk to you. This is Todd Randall. He's one of our sponsors, and he sponsors Elite Drain and Sewer. He sponsors the Big Brothers and Big Sisters program. Todd, nice to see you. You came up here, and all of a sudden you get an interview. How do you like that?
That's pretty good.
Todd, you've been around Laker hockey for a while. Your daughter just played the last game.
Yep.
And good to get the season kicked off, isn't it?
It's very good, yes. Good to see the kids out working hard, having
you
fun.
You guys have been working hard in the off season. I know you've been doing a lot of things with the board and so on and so forth, and you've been involved in a lot of what's going on. Maybe you're the guy to tell us, give us a little bit of a foreshadowing about the rink. You've been a little bit involved on that. So just kind of tell us where we're at. We don't have to get into a lot of discussion.
There we go.
Just tell us what you know.
No, we're doing our fundraising. We're well on our way. It's been great community support. Things have been going very well. The rink's going to be quite an amazing asset to Watertown for our community and our athletes and everything. It's just going to be a great thing for Watertown.
2 sheets.
2 sheets of ice.
2 sheets of ice, a game rink, and what they would call maybe an auxiliary rink or a practice rink, right?
Correct, yes.
And where's it going to be located?
It'll be located out on the east end of Watertown, just north of Hobby Lobby out there in the new development, the Willow Creek development out there.
Okay.
There's a lot of future development planned around the rink, so.
Yeah, like there's going to be hotels and different things. So the hockey rink's going to be the hub of that area, right? That's kind of the plan?
That's correct. Yes, that's going to be kind of the pivot for the economic development out there that will help just get things going in that area of Watertown. Like I said, everybody knows that with the rink and anything in Watertown, any sports venue we can bring or anything for our community brings more people visiting our town, spending our tax dollars, putting money in the pockets of the Watertown city, so we can invest it back into the community and have more amenities and better quality of life for people in town.
So what do you think? The hockey rink had been talked, well, ever since I've been around hockey. Over 20 years, the hockey rink has been kind of, we're going to get a new rink, we're going to get a new rink, we're going to get a new rink. What do you think was the thing that said that what actually made it happen?
I think we finally had some community leaders that stepped up and just realized that we need to make this happen. Obviously we all know that anything in today's economy in our world is nothing's getting cheaper. Everything gets more expensive, inflation and prices go up. So we come up with the theme, build it now, because there's no time better than now, because it's only going to go up and get more expensive. So we just had the right group of community leaders to put everything together and make it happen.
How big a group within the Watertown Hockey Association was involved in this? I know you were one of them. How many people were pushing that in the association?
I'll tell you what, so it's actually not just the hockey association, it's the figure skaters and the user groups. But we have the Build It Now board is made up our president is Jody Driscoll. We couldn't ask for a better person in the community of Watertown to step up and raise money for an organization. She's done it with several organizations in town. The Boys and Girls Club, she's been phenomenal for them. She's been nothing but, we've far exceeded what our commitment was. And she's not stopping there. She's always come up with new ideas and more ways to achieve more and do more. So we've got that, and then there's a couple of us from the hockey board on the board there, or the hockey association on the board, and there's a couple of the figure skaters. Like I said, but yeah, we're all just. It takes a group of people. Everybody's doing it. We have a bunch of people within our organizations that are going out doing pledges and asking the community for somebody that might want to donate, whether it's $250, $500, $10,000, $100,000, whatever anybody wants to contribute towards this facility for the community. It makes it all. It takes it all to make it work.
So you raised money. The city stepped up to the plate with money. How much was actually raised, do you think? Do we have kind of a number of how much was actually raised from private funds?
Yeah, so within our Build It Now group, we are just, our goal now is, I think originally the user group's committed to like 3 or 8 million that we thought we could do in the very beginning of this. Then once we started getting the things going, I think we set a goal of 5 million that we wanted to raise. Now we are knocking on the door of 10 million where we're at. I think there's a lot of asks out there, a lot of things in the works right now. We're waiting for some things to come together on the design of the rink and some things from the city that get some more questions answered, and we'll be able to secure some more of those donations. But the community of Watertown's been phenomenal, just stepping up. And the donations, we have people coming in. We've had pledges come in from people that live, for example, let's just say Arizona, that their grandson played hockey, and they may have donated $10,000 or something of that sort. But so it's been amazing that the people that have been stepping up to make this a reality for the community and for the kids, my kids are one of many, but people just look at us like we're crazy when they find out that our kids get up at 5 a.m. in the morning to go to hockey practice, and then there's kids that are getting home at 10:30 at night from hockey practice.
Yeah.
And figure skating the same way.
And that's why you have 2 sheets to try to spread everybody out, give some different practice times, some better times to practice.
Yep. And year-round's the biggest thing. Imagine only being able to play softball only 1 or 2 months out of the summer when most other places can play 6 or 8 months, so that's kind of where we've been, our user groups have been hindered over the years. Is we have usually a couple months less ice time than most of our neighboring associations and our competitors within the state, so we have to come up with creative ways to try to make our program be able to compete and keep up when we don't have those resources to give the kids the opportunity to have the time and to get on the ice and work on their skills. And
well, I'll tell you what, you really have to hand it to the residents and the city folks that are the city fathers, of the city. You have to hand it to the community for doing this, and it really tells you, number one, what your community is made out of, and number two, that the community is ready for this hockey rink.
It is, not even just the community. So when you travel throughout the state, like we'll go play hockey in Sioux Falls or Pierre or Rapid City even, and first thing that you see is all these families come up to you like, hey, when's your guys' rink going to be done? And people in the state are excited for it.
Yeah.
So it's hockey's a pretty cool family where we might be competitors on the ice, but it's one big family throughout the community and the state. And when you go to town, the hockey families really support each other and who supports the associations and the groups. So if you're one of these advertisers on the wall, I tell you what, the neighboring fans from out of town, they do pay attention to that, and they always support, who supports us.
So what do you say to the people of the community that don't have kids in hockey, don't have kids in figure skating? We're not going to use the rink. Because that's some of the talk in the community at times that does come up.
That's a great point, Jim, because one thing you have is, I'll use my family for example. We're traditional, the basketball, football, wrestling type family.
Yep.
I never would have thought my kid would play hockey, and one day he come up to me and said, Dad, I want to play something different.
That's how I got into it.
And he said, I want to play hockey with my buddies. So all these people out there that, like, well, I'm never going to use it. Well, guess what? You might have a kid or a grandkid someday. Because this facility is built for, they say it's a lifetime facility. It's being built right. efficient to be operated in the future years to come. This thing here, the Massa Race Arena was built, I believe, in the 80s, right?
Yep.
So it's outlived its life. It needs updating, things like that. Our new rink is expected to operate way beyond the life of this arena.
Right.
So, like I said, you may not think that you're going to use it, but you might have your kids or grandkids or somebody that may use it in the future. And even as the rest of the community, like I said, you start having more hockey camps, figure skating events, whatever it may be, summer hockey games. There's more and more people visiting Watertown. So you own a restaurant, you own a business, more than likely somebody's going to frequent your business that's coming to town for one of our activities.
And quite frankly, you look at the price tag of this thing, and it's about enough to make you fall out of this booth. It really is.
It is.
There's no denying that it's a big bill for the city, it's a big bill for the community. Huge commitment. But the thought is economic impact, all the things that are going to be going on and all the people that are going to come to town. You like to think that a facility like that over its lifespan is going to pay for itself.
Definitely, yes. And we, the Watertown Development Corporation and the Convention and Visitors Bureau has been very much behind this because they see the impact it will make in our community. And like I said, the economic development, growth, tax revenue. It might sound, everybody always says, I hear the thing a lot, there's only 200 or 300 kids that this is going to benefit. Right. That's not true at all. There's so many people that come in and out of this facility. When we travel to towns, I'm amazed at all the people that are there. Hotels are packed full, the restaurants, parking lots are plumb full. Until we have the resources to do that in the facility, it's hard to bring that to our community. Right. So we're now going to have that opportunity, and obviously everybody's well aware of the potential of a junior team coming. We've got a lot of interest in that. Watertown doesn't have any collegiate sports. We do have I believe like whatever the football team is, things like that. But this can be a big thing for Watertown to give something other than the high school level of sports for the community to get behind and go foul. It's going to be a fun thing for the community.
It is, and it's really good to just see it done. And I've been in town for 31 years, and for some reason, it doesn't surprise me that Watertown actually got this done in the fashion that they're doing it. It's a community that does stuff like that. Yeah, no, I tell you what, that's one thing, like you said, when you got community spirit and pride, when you get goosebumps when people step up and do things. You do. It's pretty cool, and that's, I've met some people from Minneapolis, for example, and they're like, really, your community raised that much in that short time? I know our builders reps and some of the architects, they're dumbfounded at how the community of Watertown. And these are guys that build rinks and consult on rinks every day of the year. That's what they do. Exactly. So it's a big testament to the city of Watertown to invest in our future, because, like I said, it's not just the hockey rink. We're getting a new sports complex at the high school. The more we do for our community, the more it's going to benefit everybody. So it's just exciting times. Todd, thanks for coming up for the interview, and thank you for everything you've done for the rink. And your support of Watertown Laker hockey is kind of endless. I know you've never said no to Watertown Laker hockey ever. No, it's you don't have that vocabulary. You always say it's for the kids, and that's what's fun. So, all right, Todd Randall, doing so much for Watertown Laker hockey and that new facility. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Jim. You bet. Todd Randall came up for his interview. He didn't know he was going to be interviewed, but always a good interview. Todd knows a lot about what's going on in the community. Is a good business leader in the community and has done an awful lot for Watertown Laker hockey. And we faced off in the second period. That's controlled by the Huron All-Stars, and a quick shot by the Huron All-Stars. And I got to get my sheets. I've lost all my sheets. I can't even find a name if I wanted to. And we're down on the far end. And Huron goalie Bales, he's a long ways out of the goal that time when I looked up. Watertown Lakers doing a good job in that first period, controlling the tempo, and we'll see what happens. We're 16:31 left in this one in the second period, and Watertown Lakers are now going to our right-hand side and chipped in deep into the zone by number 27. That's Wyatt Nuff. Ethan Scott controls in the far corner. And I kind of forgot about it, but Huron All-Stars are on a Pelican Power Sports power play. Doesn't look like it yet, as Watertown Lakers are doing a nice job to ward off this, and they do it that time. They zip it all the way down. That's going to go all the way down to the other end. Huron's going to have to regroup with 47 seconds left in this power play. Long stretch pass up to the blue line, and that goes up to Bush. Bush going to take a shot just outside the goal. And the far corner, there's a scrum over there, and here comes another shot by Bush. That's Ethan Bush.
Crossbar there, Jim.
He's firing away down there on this power play for Huron. 25 seconds left. Watertown Lakers trying to tie it up in the corner and can't do it. Try to get it out of the zone, and now they get it out of the zone. Nice play there by the Watertown Lakers, and that's Mull, Cohen Mull. Another guy that I remember when he was really little. There's another shot there by Ethan. Ethan Bush firing away. He might have had, shows 3 shots up there, but I think he had more than that on goal. Puck goes out of play. The referee, Sullivan, comes and gets a puck. And we're going to face off way in the far corner to the left-hand side of Schmaltz, the Watertown Laker goaltender. Number 5 for Huron is going to face off. And it looks like maybe Workus is going to face off for the Watertown Lakers. Controlled by Huron. Shot goes wide. Trying to be held in, cannot be held in the zone, and here comes Bramer. Bramer's going to chase it down in back of the Huron goalie and is going to win that race. Bramer with a nice job getting to that puck, a lot of hustle, and he's going to circle around, getting attacked there by Huron. Going to get a shot, and Bramer gets a nice shot. That's a Bramer. That's a great individual effort by Jake Bramer.
Picked that puck up down there in the corner and kept it going all the way out by the blue line. He tangled up through a couple different guys and then gets it kicked to his back to his stick and fires a low far pad shot. That was a great shot by Bramer. Good goal.
That's his second goal, and that's going to be unassisted for Bramer. We had another Bramer a few years ago that could do that.
Yes, we did.
It would have been a cousin, right?
Yes, a cousin.
All right, so Bramer gets it done with his second goal, and this face-off is controlled by the Watertown Lakers. Workus behind the net, and Bramer gets it over to Workus, but back again behind the net, looking for a centering pass to Millen. He can't get it. Here's McBride right at the blue line, right down the blue line, holds it in on a backhand. Nice job there by McBride holding it in. Workus in the corner trying to get control of it. Bramer says he's wide open, gets a tip, and there's Workus. Workus is going to find another goal as the Watertown Lakers at 14-27
I'm not sure
get
if that
another
was Workus
goal.
or if that was Millen Evans. That might have been Millen that poked that in there at the end.
We're going to find out. I thought it was Workus sitting on the porch, but maybe not. Nonetheless, Watertown Lakers are up 4-0.
Yeah, 14-27 in the second period here, and
oh, you got to like
couple
that.
goals here coming. I think that was Millen Evans. That was a puck given to the bench there for his
Millen
first
Evans.
goal.
Well, we're going to give that one to Evans. Good job, Millen Evans. Face-off controlled by Foley. Loses the handle in the offensive zone. And here comes Riefenberger. Riefenberger going to take a shot over the top of the glove of Bales. Held in by Gunner. Now it comes back out. It's a Huron All-Stars. They got a 2-on-1 if they hurry up. And this is Bush. And Bush fires it up over the top of the goal. Bush would have about 7 goals if he could find the net.
Yeah, I think
He's just firing away.
That one was high.
Ethan Bush came out firing. He's got that thing loaded here in this second period. He wears number 20 for the Huron All-Stars. Playing defense, but he sure takes a lot of shots.
There's been a few Bush kids that have played hockey for Huron over the years.
Yeah, there has been.
Yep.
You bet. Face-off controlled by the Lakers. Back behind the Huron goal. That's Bramer gets an assist.
We got a
Jackson
delayed
Workus
penalty
got
here
one.
On Huron. Watertown's controlling the puck. And
there's a shot.
Scores.
And the Watertown Lakers get another goal. And that's Foley. Picks up an errant puck as Huron had a pending goal there. The hand was up by the referee. And Foley drills that thing to the back of the net. That's a great shot.
That was a good shot. Good hustle by Schmaltz coming from all the way to the other end into the Laker bench, too, to get that extra guy out there before they Huron could get control, but Tommy had that thing dialed in and he was ready to go.
So we're not going to enforce this penalty, correct?
Correct.
So because the delayed penalty was called and a goal was scored by the Lakers, there's no penalty. The penalty is negated. So we're going to be 5-on-5 hockey. We're going to face off right in front of us. Watertown Lakers on a tear here. 3 unanswered goals in this second period. And there's a somewhat of a shot by the Huron All-Stars in the offensive zone. Trying to hold it in, and they can't. And here come the Watertown Lakers the other way. This is Logan Osted all by himself. And Bales is way out of the net. Better take a shot now. Bales was so far out of the net, and we're going to have a delayed penalty here coming up. Bales got so far out, and here comes Smoltz. He's coming over to the bench, and it's going to be a penalty on Huron. Huron can't even touch this thing, and now they do. And it's going to be a cross check. And that's going to be a cross check, and it's going to be number 20, and we all know who he is. That's Ethan Bush.
That's his second one of the period here, too.
It is. So Huron has 2 players with 2 penalties. 3 penalties, you go to the locker room. So there's a few guys that are going to have to be a little bit careful. It's Pelican Power Sports power play for the Watertown Lakers. Controlled in the offensive zone. McBride holds it in deep in the zone. Gets bumped in front of his own bench. Now he takes it out. Working on his backhand, going to try to flip it at the net. Can't quite do it. Workus was sitting right on the porch. He can't control it. Now he's got it in the corner. Going to set up the power play here, the Watertown Lakers. And looking for a wraparound. Can't quite get a wraparound that time. That was Hudson Hendricks. There's a shot that goes way over the top of the net, held in over here by McBride, right in front of his goal. He walks it in deep, all the way across. Nice looking pass over there to Evans. Evans already has a goal, looking for another one. He's in the far corner there, trying to chip it towards the net. Controlled by the Watertown Lakers. Millen's got it again along the near boards. He does a great job using his body. He looks like an Evans, like all them other Evans. Here he takes a shot, and it goes up and over. Controls the puck nice.
Deflected wide there, up and out.
So Millen Evans, looking like his brothers.
He kind of looks like his brothers. You know, they always say the youngest one's usually the best one. I don't know, we'll see.
Yeah.
First game here as a varsity player, he's looking pretty good.
Looks pretty at home, doesn't he?
He does, he looks pretty
Just
calm.
very comfortable.
Yep.
We're going to face off. It's going to be Foley in the far corner. We're still on a Pelican Power Sports power play, and here goes a shot, and that goes by number 36.
Cohen Mull.
Cohen Mull. He's a sophomore, and that power play by Mull. He's another young player that looks very comfortable, very at home.
Very at home. You know, that was a good calm shot. Moved his feet there, getting that puck, good control of that puck, and fired a shot right over the glove. Huron goaltender there. That was great.
4 unanswered goals here in the second period by the Watertown Lakers. We said they looked good in the first period. They look good in the second.
I think they're actually looking better. They're finding their stride a little bit here in the second period.
Bringing it in. There's another shot attempt stopped over there by Bales. Bales has got his work cut out for him. 16 shots on goal. And Riefenberger tries to backhand in. Bales, he gets out of the net. He's not afraid to get out of the net. Bowling holds it down deep in the zone. All the way around, maintains possession. So the Watertown Lakers looking good here in the second period with 4 unanswered. 6-0, 16-4. Shots on goal. Huron seems like they've had more than 4 shots on goal, but that's what our board says. Shots on goal are only counted when it has to be stopped by the goalie or it would go in. So maybe some of those went to the outside. There's a face-off right in front of us, goes all the way back down the left-hand side of Schmaltz. And the Watertown Lakers, it's Gunner Van Gilder trying to get it out of the zone. And now comes out of the neutral ice. Picked up there by the Huron. That's Peterson. And stolen over there by, that's 28, and that's Logan Osted. There's a shot by Logan Osted. He gets another one.
The deflection there.
Logan Osted in the right place at the right time. and gets a rebound goal. Look out, the Watertown Lakers are on a run.
There's a good rebound shot there by Trey Allard to get that puck. Good low hard shot, and the rebound popped out right in front of Osted there, and he buried it.
This is a good looking line. Osted.
Hard working line.
Osted scores a goal for this line. It's Holeen and Allard. Controlled now by Huron. And they're stolen there by Osted. Osted's going to look for another one. Can't quite get it. Bales is there right off the corner.
It's a good stop there by Bales. He's aggressive. He's scored 7 goals, but he's still playing aggressive. I like to see that too.
And here comes the Watertown, the Huron All-Stars taking a shot there. Bush, number 20, has been shooting the puck all night, and he finally gets a goal at the 9:18 mark. Getting hard to keep up here, Lucas.
Yeah, they backed off a little defensively there as Bush was coming into the zone, and he fired one over the glove of Schmaltz there. He had good position, just a good shot.
Ethan Bush, you knew he was going to get one eventually.
Definitely.
He has shot the puck like you wouldn't believe, and I think he's missed the net a lot, but man, he shot the puck. He also wins that faceoff. Dumps it down deep into the corner of his offensive zone. Battled over there by Workus. And here comes Evans. Evans up the corner, gets pinched by 2 Huron players. Still maintains possession, and Bramer's got it. Bramer falls down. Can't get it into the center in the far corner. Bramer comes out of there with it. Bramer, a pretty good puck handler, takes another shot. He's looking for a hat trick.
Yeah, he's really found his hands that coming into this season, and it's showing.
Yeah, he really has. He played, was it 2 years ago when he first played varsity hockey? And you wonder if maybe he should have been playing varsity hockey. That's my opinion. But boy, it shows that he played when he was young.
Definitely showing.
That's why people coach and I do the announcing. Maintained zone here by the Watertown Lakers. And trying to get a pass is Bramer over to Evans. Held in the zone by the Watertown Lakers. That's Hendricks. Now this one comes out. McBride's going to have to chase this thing down. McBride can really wheel from his defensive position. He wheels right past everybody. Looking to center and takes a shot right into the chest of Bales. He didn't know where it was. Didn't have anywhere to go with that one. Bales had that corner covered.
He did. McBride there, he looked good coming from all the way from the far end, all the way down with a good shot, get an offensive zone face-off here.
Yeah, he's one of those kids that can grab it in the defensive zone and just go.
Yep.
Just go, and he's a very smooth skater.
Yep,
real
offensively minded defenseman. It's good to have.
Face-off won by the Lakers right in front of the net. Looking for a little flip there. Nice job by the Lakers again. That was Wyatt Knopf. That line is a pretty good-looking line, too. I don't know. I can't tell one from the next at this point. Boy, the Watertown Lakers, 7-1. 22 shots on goal, 5 shots on goal for Huron. We're going to face off. That's Foley. Won by the Lakers. Scrumming back of the neck. This is Riefenberger in the far corner. Riefenberger, nobody to help him out. Now Huron's going to be on a run here. And this is Bowling getting back to this one. That's Bush. Bush can't quite get a shot. Nice hustle there by the Watertown Lakers. That was Bowling. Bowling's been playing defense for the Lakers for a while.
Yeah, a couple years now.
Doesn't surprise you when he hustles back like that. Makes a great defensive play. Now the Huron All-Stars are going to regroup in the zone here. Carson Walters up to Bush. Bush seems like he's got the puck all the time.
He does. He's got a knack for it.
And Huron's going to try to dump it into the zone, and they do. This is number 7, Grady Bott. And it goes over to Casper. Ryder Casper, back of the net, gets taken down by the Watertown Lakers, and Foley's involved. He's going to try to skate out of there with it, and he does. Foley's going to get it on his forehand, passes it up to a teammate. That looks like Scott. Or is it Bowling's? That's Bowling, yep, it is. I always get those two mixed up. Maybe it's just the 2s on their jerseys, I don't know. Behind the net, Riefenberger's chasing a puck. Huron player goes down. I think he's sitting on the puck. Riefenberger knows where it is. He's going to get a trip there. There's going to be no call.
No call.
Thought there could have been. But we don't know. Bowling's going to chase it all the way back down and back of his goalie. That's Schmaltz. And they're going to try to come out of the zone and can't quite do it. Errant pass is intercepted right there by Peterson. Peterson takes a shot right on the ice and can't get it away. And Holeen comes into the neutral zone, going to try to get it Get it across ice, can't do it. Peterson, he's a pretty big kid when he comes through the zone, and he's going up on a nice play there by Foley. Foley gets checked in the back. And coming down the ice here for the Watertown Lakers was Mole. Cohen Mole, he's got a goal tonight. Allard broken up. Now comes out of the zone, goes all the way down. Chased over here by the Watertown Laker, Jackson Esplin. Chips it in back of his goalie, Gunnar Van Gilder. Goes back over to Jackson, can't quite get there. Holing's picking it up on the far corner. Holing with his back to the wall over there, and guess who's over there? Bush, Ethan Bush. He's got the puck, gonna fire it. Can't quite get it to the, no, he's gonna fire it again. Ethan Bush continues to fire the puck. He's got 1 goal. And now he's got it again in front of the net. He keeps firing. I've never seen a kid shoot so much in one period.
Away down there.
And held in by Huron quite nicely. That's Carson Walters, and he's going to take a shot. Maybe a rebound there. Schmaltz doing a nice job finding that one.
Yeah, smothered that right there in front of him. He was confident with that puck. Maybe a little
Caleb Schmaltz playing a pretty good game. He's held out 8 shots.
Yeah, he's doing well. Doing well for his first official varsity game as well.
He's going to get the number of Ethan Bush here, I think. And now this puck off the faceoff comes back into the defensive zone for the Huron All-Stars. Held over there by number 16, Buckland. Still fighting for it. Workus is over there, pinning him against the wall. Now it's going to come out for the Lakers. They're going to shoot it, and this is Bramer. Bramer whiffed on a shot. Had a pretty good look at it. And this one, the Huron All-Stars are going to try to go all the way across the ice and can't quite get it done. Chipped into the zone by McBride. Workus is back there to get it. Goes all the way over by Millen. McBride's not on the ice. Oh, yeah, McBride's over here. That was Millen before. Hey, there's a shot right from the blue line. That's a great shot by Hudson Hendricks from just inside the blue line. Peterson taps it. Hendricks is going to dump it right over to his bench. Workus got it in the near corner, takes it all the way back around for Bramer. Bramer's pinched up against the board. Here comes Millen. Millen Evans going to go in the corner, chips it out. Can't get it out to a teammate. Now this one goes out to Hendricks. Hendricks, the shot misses wide. Scrum in the near corner. I think that's Bramer over there.
Jake Bramer in the corner there, yeah.
Yep. And Workus was there to help out. Here comes McBride. He's going to try to rip it, and he does it. It's a shot. That's a great shot from his defensive position, McBride. You could see that coming all the way.
And they've been working on that a lot, walking the blue line as a defenseman at practice and firing the low pad shot there to get some rebounds, but that one snuck through.
Well, he did what they were practicing there. He walked that thing right over and flung it right off the end of his stick.
Yeah, it looked good.
That's a great shot. Austin McBride. So the Lakers keep the pressure on, 8-1, 2:11 left in this period, second period, and the Lakers have had a fantastic period, as they did the first period. Scrum behind the net, that's behind Bales, the Watertown All-Star goalie. Lakers controlling the puck like they have most of the game. This is Foley in the near corner. Goes back out to a defender, that's Scott. Foley gonna try to chip it across, can't do it. That one's gonna go out into the neutral zone, and Bush is chasing with Ethan Scott. Bush comes up with it. Boy, he's so good with his stick.
He's a good skater.
Tries to do a wrap around there. That one doesn't happen. Good job there for Schmaltz. Had that corner covered. Yeah, he doesn't look like he's moving very fast, but he does a really nice job. Huron All-Stars going to try to break it out of the zone and get it up in the neutral zone. This was the number 11, Jacob Harms. Haven't said his name much, but he's been involved. Number 7 can't quite get it. That's the backhand, can't quite get it. Schmaltz comes out of the net, makes a great play. That's number 7. Grady Bott had a small backhand there, and it probably should have went in. Schmaltz diving for that one. Lakers going to control the puck once again. Riefenberger, we're down to 1 minute in this period. Second period, a fantastic period for the Watertown Lakers. Fantastic game so far. And here comes Huron. Comes in with a backhand. Can't quite get that one in. That's number 18. And held in by Huron. There's a one-timer from the point. That's by Peterson. Broken up by Riefenberger. May have got a piece of it. And controlled by the Lakers. Ethan Scott trying to take it all the way across. Gets it off a Riefenberger stick. 28 seconds left in this one, guys. Just control the puck here a little bit. And we'll we'll be okay. And here's Foley. Foley's going to take it up across the red line, going to slap shot, and that's on goal. And Bales has got it in his glove, but there's going to be no whistle because there's nobody near. Lakers caught in a change. And this one's going to go all the way down to the other end. No icing. That's going to be waved off, and Gunnar Van Gilder with 6 seconds left in this period. Just hang on to the puck here, Gunnar. I don't want to do that one. Here we go. All the way down, and that should do this period. Well, you got to like that one, Lucas.
That was a great period for the Lakers. Everybody contributed there. They all were part of that second period.
How do you like Caleb Schmoltz in the?
He's doing well. He looks confident in there. I like. It's good to see that as a young goaltender coming in his first varsity game to be that confident out here. Looks good.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, Lucas, we've done a few of these games, and I don't know if I can remember the first game of the year and a Laker team look like this.
No, they're moving the puck very, very well. Considering, how things looked at times last year, you could see it. There was moments of it, but these guys are coming out firing, and they're on all cylinders right now. Looks good.
Yeah, and you've seen some practices that they've had, and you said there's a few of these things that they've worked on. You've seen them work on it, and you see it now in the game.
I do. They worked out, like I said earlier with McBrider, walking the blue line and taking that shot, keeping it low for getting a good scoring opportunity, a rebound opportunity. And the other thing is creating time and space for each other and using each other as outlets. I've really seen a lot of that in this game. That's why they've controlled the puck so well today.
And what I see also is I see a lot of team play.
Yep.
I really do. You don't see guys carrying the puck very long. They're moving the puck, and sometimes they're moving the puck, passing the puck, not because they have to pass, because you just pass to move and get the flow of the game back and forth and back and forth.
So you control it, you dictate it. Yeah.
Well, they've certainly controlled the puck. I mean, their possession is fantastic in comparison to the rest of they've controlled the whole game.
They have controlled the whole game.
Well, let's recap this scoring. And scoring it was. There were 6 goals to 1 goal for the Lakers. And it started out at 14:52, the Lakers. It was Bramer, and it was Jake Bramer starting that one off in the second period. And then at 14:27, just a little while later, Millen Evans got his first goal of his varsity career. I bet you he's going to get a few more of those. And we had Workus and Bowling with the assist on that one. Then at 13:35, the Lakers score again with Foley. Thomas Foley getting in the act, and we know he can score. He's done it before. 11:47, the Lakers, Cohen Mull, and that has to be his first goal in his varsity career. He's a sophomore. Good for him, and a good-looking goal, actually. So we go down to 10:13. The Lakers get another one with Osted. He gets, and if I remember right, that was a slam dunk that he had just on the corner over there, possibly a rebound goal, but he surely did slam dunk that one. Then Huron got into the mix with 9:18, and that was Bush. Ethan Bush, we talked about him. He's had the puck more than anybody in the Huron team, and he's probably shot more shots. It only shows 10 shots on the board, but I bet you he shot 20 shots, probably missed the goal with 9 of them.
Yep.
But you knew he was going to get a goal eventually, and that happened at 9:18. 2:36, the Lakers got back in the game with Austin McBride walking it backwards at the blue line, high between the circles, and buried that one in the back of the net. That was a really nice goal by McBride, and he's a pretty smooth player, and he's fun to watch. He's going to be fun to watch for a long time yet.
He is.
So
you talk about Blake Bush in there a little bit. He's been going. And he's got 2 penalties also in this game. So, I mean, he's been everywhere on the ice, working hard. Got to tip your hat to him a little bit.
That's what you forget about that kid. Ethan Bush he's had 2 penalties right away in the second period. He got his second penalty, and you'd never know it.
No.
He's not holding back.
No, not one bit.
You see him down in the corner. You see him scrumming. You see him reaching out for pucks. You see him racing the pucks. He doesn't care if he has 2 goals.
No, no. Give you guys a little scoring recap from around the state right now. We got Brookings Oahe at the end of 2. Brookings is got 1, Oahe 2, so Oahe up 2-1 on Brookings. That's a little bit of a surprise to me. I thought Brookings might take it to Oahe a little bit, but they're hanging right in there. Mitchell Aberdeen 1-1 after 2. Aberdeen was up by 1 after 1, but Mitchell came back and tied it up. And then Sioux Falls 1 versus Sioux Falls 2 down in Sioux Falls was 0-0 after 1, and it's Sioux Falls 1 now up by 2-0 in the end of the second period down there. So we got some good games going across the state.
Well, I tell you what, you talk about South Dakota hockey, and it's gotten so good, and it's getting so much better all the time. Every year you can see it. You can just see it year to year.
It changes. I mean, I think there was a little bit of a lull there for 2-3 years where the state was kind of staying about the same, but this last year and 2 years here has really changed a lot. And Brookings, I give credit to Brookings, they pushed the tempo there a lot with a lot of these teams.
Yeah, you're right. You know, you get some of those top teams, and they make everybody better because you have to get better if you're going to compete in the league.
You do.
And other teams and other around the state have done it. You look at a team like Sioux Center. You know, when you went to many years ago, when you went to Sioux Center, it was a free weekend, right?
It was a free weekend.
And no disrespect to Sioux Center, but now look at them.
Yeah, it's a lot different. It's a lot different. I mean, Sioux Center is right there with all of our games. I can even go back farther than that and remember Rapid City and Oahe when I played 25 years ago, that's how it was when you went and played Rapid, and they're no slouch when you strap up against them today.
Well, and I don't think you even have that anymore. You don't have any gimme games.
No.
You have, Huron comes to this contest with a small bench, and compared to a lot of the places in the state, and you just can't overlook anybody anymore in this, and that's a testament to how good the hockey is.
Yeah, you can't look past anybody. If you do, they're going to be up on you, and the game's going to be over before it started. So
we talk about the state tournament, and that's, of course, where all these teams come together. And I think back to the last few state tournaments, and, wow, is that some good hockey.
It's been great hockey. I've fortunate enough to sit there and watch all of those games pretty much at the state tournaments for the boys, and it's been great.
Yeah, and the state tournament, boys and girls, has coverage right here on AM 1480 and GoWatertown.net. KCCR out of Pierre kind of spearhead that entire broadcast. It's 22 games in 2 weekends, girls and boys, and everything is live streamed. Everything is play-by-play, and I've been really fortunate for the last, maybe 5 years, have been able to broadcast the state tournament. And if you want to see a state tournament, you should stand up and put the headset on, because you see every play, every coach, every player, every move, everything that happens in that state tournament. And when you're done with that 11 games that weekend, you say, wow, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I bet it is. I have yet to experience it from that standpoint, or that viewpoint, but I've seen it from a lot of different areas, and it's an eye-opener at each different place when you look at it.
Well, and you coached in many state tournaments.
I did.
And you took some pretty good teams in the state tournament, and that's got to be something as a coach also. I mean, geez, you get into this tournament, you start looking at what's going on. I mean, what a neat experience as a coach.
It's neat. I've taken a couple of good teams to the state tournament at varsity level, and one of them, I shouldn't brag about this, but I still hold the longest game with Oahe ever
yes.
played, and that I don't ever want anybody to experience that ever again.
Tell us a little bit about that game. It's the longest hockey game in South Dakota history.
Yes.
How many periods?
9. So yeah, the first period we scored, and Ryan Falk is one of our coaches for boys JV varsity now, jumped up on the glass and broke the glass, and we had an hour and a half delay because they didn't have a piece of glass. We ended up playing on Brookings' other rink for the second and third, and it was a 1-1 match after 3, and we went 6 overtimes after that, and we were darn near. I think we had 6 minutes or so left in that 6th overtime, but I can tell you it wasn't about coaching anymore. It was about player management and making sure everybody was able to function, because there was guys begging to not go out on the ice, and lo and behold, I took a kid that hadn't played since the 3rd period. His brother came off the bench. He's like, put him in, I can't go anymore. And I threw him out there, and he rolls in off the blue line and flips one over the goalie. It was a fluke goal.
And he was the fastest skater on the ice.
By far. And he was not normally the fast, but he looked like lightning out there compared to everybody else.
You don't realize that I was at that game. You don't realize how slow that game was.
It got slow.
It was in slow motion.
I did hear later on that there was people that left Watertown after the first overtime and still got there and watched 3 periods of hockey.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, what a game. I remember being a parent, and we were buying every period we were buying Snickers bars and whatever we could, and we bought $200 worth of candy bars.
Yeah.
And we bought the whole concession stand out. We were back again. Here we're back again. We're back again.
Yeah, it was pretty neat to see the parents were coming to the locker room with whatever they had, you know, and we were looking for fruits and different things like that. And it was really funny after the game, after everybody settled down a little bit and was shot. But here we found a big bag of oranges that they provided for us at the state tournament that we never even touched. We were looking for them all game. So,
yeah, what a great memory, and there's so many good memories from state tournaments, girls' side, boys' side, and a lot of neat things happen during the season too. You know, there's a lot of really neat memories that happen during the season.
Yeah, some of my favorite memories are stuff that happens behind closed doors that
Practice.
nobody sees. Practice stuff, messing around. I actually have 14 pucks in my locker still today that are things that happened at practice. And so it's kind of neat, different things like that. But
well, and as a coach, you start out coaching these kids, and I don't know how you get into coaching. Maybe somebody asks you, somebody they get you at a weak moment, whatever it is. Yeah, I'll do it. So you decide to coach, and then you get with the kids, and it gets to the point where you can't be away from them.
yeah, it's I don't know. I don't even know what you call it or what the right word for it is.
Yeah.
But it just gets in you, and you feel lost when you're not there.
And you can't stop thinking about each individual kid. You can't stop thinking about what happened in the locker room. You can't stop thinking about how good the kids felt, how bad the kids felt. It's you. It just grows on you.
Yeah, it does. It does, and I'm fortunate to do a lot with our coaching staff here in Watertown and be able to see them go through those moments, and they come and tell me about it, and it's pretty neat for me to be able to see that today.
Well, and you're kind of the head of the coaches in Watertown Lakers. So you at one time were the varsity coach and Bantam coach and had a team, but now you know all these kids in this association.
I do.
You know every kid, all the way down to the mites and the little ones get real hard.
I do.
But when you get to that peewee age, some of the squirts peewee age, you know every one of them.
I would even stretch it to say I go down into mites now because my two little girls play down there for them. So
yeah, right.
I know most of the kids from top to bottom. And when they first made my job, Jim was a part of making the job description for my job. And one of the things in the job description was you need to know the kids throughout the whole association. And I remember looking at him like, yeah,
Good
right.
luck.
Well, that turns out to be a lot easier than you think.
So your kid organization has gotten huge.
Yeah, my
you
team
went from
is
one
huge.
team. Your team is huge.
My
You have a
team is
huge
huge.
team.
Yeah.
How many kids How many kids are in Watertown Laker hockey?
Right now, I believe we're at 160 something without our initiation and wee wobblers, and I can tell you that number is large. That's 82 kids initiation and wee wobblers. So
82 kids in real little hockey.
Yes, and so we're over that 200 mark, and we haven't been there ever. So it's been pretty cool to see that.
Well, it's a testament to all those people that do those things behind closed doors. Awful lot of work goes in. I was on the board for a period of time, and Lucas, you've been around it forever. There is so much work goes on. This is the easy part, what we're doing today.
This is the easy
This
part.
is the easy part, and boy, there's a lot of work that goes on in July, August, June. I mean, working every day for Laker hockey and South Dakota hockey. So we're going to face off in this third period. The Lakers have played probably two of the best periods that I've seen Watertown Lakers hockey play in a long time. And Trey Allard's going to face off against Bush, controlled by the Lakers. Neutral zone. Neutral zone play here. Bush, remember he's playing with two penalties, gets taken off the puck there by Allard. Allard's not afraid to knock somebody off the puck. And controlled here by Holine. Holine taps it up to Allard. Allard's going to try to get it on his forehand. Can't quite do it. That's taken away there by Carson Walters. Carson Walters played a pretty good game. Here's Gunner. Gunner's going to take it deep down into the corner from his defensive position. Goes all the way back around. Ethan Scott can't handle it over there. I'm sorry, that's not Ethan Scott. That was Mole. Can't handle it over there. And it's going back down the other way. And Bush gets the puck taken away from him. It looked like that puck maybe hung up a little bit on the ice there.
Maybe a little wet.
That's a little wet from that Zamboni and coming down the ice. Jackson Esplin. This line has played pretty well. And now comes back the other way. A pretty good shot there by Jackson and controlled down behind Schmaltz. Big hit over in the far corner. And are we going to have a penalty? It's going to be a rough?
I think we lost the puck.
Oh, we lost the puck.
I think the puck out.
He had his arm out there for a second. I thought it was maybe a rough. I couldn't see that he had just his arm out. No penalty. A pretty good hit over in the far corner, right in front of the student section. Pretty good student section tonight. It looks like a whiteout night.
Yeah, good crowd. You can see some of our girls varsity players over there too. It's fun to see them supporting the boys.
Face-off won by Huron in the zone. This one gets tapped out off of a skate. And that's going to be a race over there by Riefenberger. That's Jacob Riefenberger. Gets tapped up here, and it's taken out of the zone here by Bott. Grady Bott, he controls it with one hand, flips a little backhand, and that goes in. How did that go in? He was so deep down and by the red line.
I'm not sure if that snuck through underneath
You
Caleb's arm.
assume maybe it ricocheted somewhere along the line. That was Grady Bott. Took it down in the near corner. 14:51 left.
Caleb,
we are in run time. I forgot we were in run
time. Yeah, Caleb's going to want that one back, but we don't get out of run time until Huron gets this thing back within 4. But I hope the Lakers here come back with this something here and get another one right away.
I don't know how that puck went in. Number one, it was a backhand. You almost think it had to bounce off of something, but maybe not.
Yeah,
it's going to be
possibly.
unassisted. Huron trying to get out of the zone here. And the puck does come out. Now we are going to have a penalty here, and that's going to be on the Watertown Lakers. Delayed penalty, a shot right up over the top of Schmaltz. And made contact here. And that's going to be, is that a hook?
I think it's a hook on Riefenberger. Stopped his feet a little bit there when he was battling along the sideboards, and just enough to get him a hooking call.
So that's the third penalty for the Lakers. As Riefenberger going to set 2 minutes for a hook. Huron's going to go on a Pelican Power Sports power play, and there's Bush going to take it off the face-off and fires it in. And the Lakers are going to try to burn this one up. Stays in the zone, held in nicely by who else? Bush. Now this one's fired down here by Evans. And Huron's going to have to regroup. Grady Bott.
Apologize for our camera here. She's kind of gotten blurry on us a little bit, but we'll keep talking.
Stay with us. We'll paint you the picture. It'll be nice and clear. There's a shot by the Huron All-Stars. Held in deep in the zone. Now the Lakers are going to bring this one back out. Ethan Scott. Ethan Scott's going to drive it down deep with his legs. Centering pass. The Millen's going to fire it. Hit the side of the leg of a Huron player. That was Carson Walters. And Ethan Bush brings it past in all by himself. A little resistance there by Scott, playing some nice defense, riding him down in the corner, and here comes Millen's going to get it past the red line. I guess he's going to dump it deep, and that's deflected there by Huron All-Stars. And that one goes down deep. 37 seconds left in this Pelican Power Sports power play. Huron has not been able to get gathered up on this power play.
No sustained pressure for them down there in their offensive zone.
Hand it to the Lakers. They're doing a good job with pressuring the puck.
Yes.
There again, right at the red line, it's pressure. The puck is pressured by Workus, and it goes back down the other way. They got to regroup behind their own goalies here on the All-Stars. There, Allard gets in the mess, and he's got the puck and is going to look for a shot here high in the circles. Between the circles, he's going to fire it. Bale's got it in his glove and a little rebound and captures it.
Osted right there for looking for that rebound again.
Logan Osted, he's got one tonight. Almost had a second one there, looking for a rebound. And we're 5-on-5 hockey. Nice job by the Lakers to chew up that power play. A little chicken dance song came on there. Osted flings it in zone. Coming out of off the bench is Holeen. He wears number 21. Skates like a Holeen. And neutral zone for the Huron All-Stars. Number 13, that's Pomerico. Haven't heard from him in a while. Maybe I've missed his name. And this puck goes all the way back down, and Bales covers it for the Huron All-Stars. 11:15 left in this one. We're in run time. Watertown Lakers lead 8-2. And a very good game played by the Watertown Lakers against a pretty good Huron team.
Yeah, Huron's no slouch by any means. And they do look for Bush to do a lot of their work, but he's up for the challenge, but he's maybe a little bit outnumbered right now.
Yeah, I agree with you. Now they're going to come out of the zone with that one after a scrum in the corner off the face-off. A nice play right there, a defensive play by the Watertown Lakers. I didn't catch his number. That was a pretty good play. I want to say that was McBride.
McBride, yep.
Yep, looks like McBride now he's going to do what he does and skates it up through the neutral zone, and Bush meets him just inside the blue line. He's going to fight with it. Gets a backhand, almost got that thing. I don't know how he got any type of shot off that. Bush was all over him, here hitting the near corner. And this puck's going to go all the way back to Holing, and Holing's going to get it up through the neutral zone on a long stretch pass, and McBride handles it again. McBride seems like he always comes up with the puck. I don't know how he does it. But anytime there's a...
Here.
Oh, we have a delayed penalty. Okay. This is going to be a penalty on the All-Stars. Schmaltz is out of the net. Lakers Foley going to take it on a red line. Good job controlling the puck and not giving it up to Huron, who is on a delayed penalty here. And this is Bowling. Bowling's going to take it in, and nice shot. He walked it all the way down, right point blank of Bales.
It's great teamwork there by the Lakers to get that 6-man out there on the ice. Good
Foley did a nice job not just throwing that in
Yep.
and giving possession away.
Yep.
And that's going to be an interference.
Puck possession says a lot when you have control that much.
Probably what the Lakers have done the best is puck control. That's probably what they've done the best this game.
I
Jack
agree.
Mitchell, number 18, is going to sit for 2 minutes for interference. Watertown power play, Pelican Power Sports power play. Bowling, just inside the blue line. They're going to set up. Goes down deep into the corner. Chasing over there for the Watertown Lakers, Wyatt Knopf. Huron trying to get it back out. Harassed by 2 Lakers there. That's Knopf and Riefenberger. Foley's getting in the action. Outnumbered is Walters. Held in by the Lakers. Foley with a really nifty move, and it gets a nice shot. Good effort by Foley. Pretty good little stick work there.
It was. Good little spin move.
Looked like he was going one way and came back the other way and had a forehand. Got a nice shot out of it. Those Foleys, they just know how to play hockey, don't they, Lucas?
They do. They do. Tommy, again, the youngest one of all the Foley group. Yeah, he's watched a lot of hockey over his life. Remember him walking around the rink with a balloon tied to his wrist so they knew where he was at.
They don't need to tie a balloon there anymore.
No, they don't.
And off the face-off, Watertown Lakers take a shot. That's stopped by Bales right in the chest. That was Jackson Esplin. Workus and Bush are going to face off in the far corner. Won by Bush. And it's going to be lofted up, and Smoltz, a high pop fly, and it goes off to the side. Gunnar Van Gilder behind his net. Gunnar Van Gilder back over in the corner. A lot of unselfish play here by the Lakers. Gets it up through the neutral zone. They're going to have a 2-on-2 here. It's going to be Evans and Workus if they can get it. Evans with a nice stick handling work there too. Hits the back of the net. He still has possession. Going to try to flip it over the net. Kind of a nice little thought there. And that's a shot from Esplin. Gets upended there by Peterson. And Peterson going to try to bring it all the way through, and it does. Gunnar Van Gilder gets there just in time. Nice defensive player. Bramer was there to help that things out. Now he's going to scoot it up and just misses a stretch pass in the neutral zone to Workus. It's going to be waved off. Everybody thought it was icing, but it's not. Workus chases in the back of the net. Huron All-Stars going to break it on out. And a backhand pass in the neutral zone. That's Buckland. Buckland takes a big hit over on the far corner over there, and the puck trickles back around in back of Schmaltz. More contact in back of Schmaltz. Huron getting a little chippy here, I think. And breaking out of the zone, doing a nice job. This is Workus. Workus and Evans got a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Evans looking for a rebound, and it came straight away. A little pushing, a little shoving, but Bales did a nice job to get out of the net.
He did. Came out and played aggressive. He's still playing aggressive after getting scored on 8 times and facing 31 shots. He's not afraid.
Yeah, says a lot about a goalie.
He does.
And goalies have to have short memories. And we are going to do a Subway Player of the Game. And Lucas is going to pick it.
Oh, I don't know.
He's going to pick it. Well, you got time, Lucas. You got 6:17 left to do this one. Well, Subway is going to give a sub sandwich away to the Player of the Game. I actually think we did not do that during the girls. We forgot about it.
We forgot, but we can still do it.
We very rarely forget anything. This is McBride in a ton of traffic. Far corner, he's still got the puck. I don't know how many Huron, I think the whole team was around him. Here, he's got it back. Tried to get a backhand, can't get it in. Kind of whiffed on the backhand. He had to have been tired out by then.
The first guy back, too. It's good to see.
And there's a pretty big hit over on the far corner. A nice, timely check over there by Allard. And Peterson tries to bring it in. Allard takes away the hands. Nice play by Trey Allard. Puck comes up to Huron in the neutral zone. Looking across ice. Can't get anything over there. Now that one's going to be intercepted for a moment there, and now McBride has it. McBride's going to take his time. Smart player, going to dump it down deep in the corner and go get a change. Possession and tempo. Lakers have done it the best you possibly could. Net is wide open. Riefenberger couldn't get a backhand over there. Bales was completely out of shape on that one. Riefenberger would like to have it back. You see him put his head back after he shot that one. He saw the goal. And what are we going to have here? An interference.
Interference on the goalie, I think.
Is it on the goalie?
On
we're going to find out.
It was on Riefenberger. It's on Watertown.
Okay, Riefenberger.
I think he hit it, clipped his skate, and tripped the goaltender.
So Riefenberger is going to go sit in the box. That's his second one today, if I have that right.
I believe you do.
So a few players with 2 penalties here. It's probably not going to matter a whole lot. We're down to 4 seconds or 4 minutes, and we're at run time. So it's probably not going to come into play. And here comes Bush off the face-off. Bush going to take a shot. It was an interference call. So Huron is on a Pelican Power Sports power play here, setting this one up. Haven't had a lot of success on the power play, setting it up. And this one goes over to Scott, and Scott's going to fling it around the back, held in by Bush. Bush is all over the ice. I don't even know what position he plays.
All of them. No, he's done a good job.
And this is the Watertown Lakers coming into the zone, upended by Huron. Huron in the neutral zone. Going to regroup in their defensive zone, going to skate it up. And that's Bush. Kind of got a little cute, and Foley takes it away from him, and it goes up and over. Looking for the short-handed goal is Thomas Foley. Lakers still maintain possession here in back of the net. That looked like Bowling. Dumps it back for Foley. Foley's going to stop and go here. He's got it on his stick yet. Going to try to get it around. He's around the Huron person there. And there's going to be a shot. Remember, this is all short-handed. There's a shot right there by Bowling. On this power play, Huron can't even get out of their defensive zone.
I think they're getting tired, too.
Yep, they do look tired right now. You're right. Bush up the ice over here to a player.
And Lakers are running full 3 lines. You know, it's tough when you got that many players.
Yep.
It's a pretty deep bench, it looks like, for them so far.
Gunnar Van Gilder gets it in back, and a teammate whips it around the bush. 10 seconds left in this power play for Huron. Haven't been able to get anything going. Workus is not going to let anything happen. He dumps it deep down into the zone. And Huron's going to chase into the far corner, and Bramer's down there. Puts the player down. Jake Bramer's played a good game. He's played a real good game today. Yes. Really came out hot and probably set the tempo early in this one. And dumped in on a backhand is Jackson Esplin. And we are full strength. We have been for a few seconds here. And Workus, Lakers pretty content. Well, Workus puts a shot on goal. Lakers pretty content to just kind of control the puck here. Run time, 2 minutes left. It's not going to take very long. About 2 minutes, right?
About 2 minutes.
About 2 minutes. You get into run time, and it's hard to get out of it because you have to, run time happens at 6 goals, and you have to get within 4 to get off run time. So it's kind of an uphill battle if you get in that situation, and Huron found themselves in that position tonight. Face off, far circle. Evans controls it in back of the Huron net. Huron looks maybe a little step behind right now. I think you hit it on the head. They're a little tired. The Lakers have put a run on them. They really have tonight.
You know, they played with pretty much with 2 lines the whole game.
Yep.
And it's just, it wears you down. That's the point
Yep.
of three whole lines for Watertown. That's a big deal.
Ethan Bush is still all over the place. There's a pass that comes out, and Huron steals. Schmaltz with a stop there. And Watertown Lakers, this is Bramer, going to carry it out of the zone up through the neutral zone. He's one-on-one. Going to try to get to his forehand, can't do it. Millen is chasing, and he can't get it on his stick. Everybody kind of coasting around right now. We're at about 1 minute. This one goes all the way down to Schmaltz. He knocks it off into the corner. There's Esplin in the corner, going to pitch it out in the neutral zone, caught by Huron going to dump it down deep. They're delayed offside, so they can't do anything with it. And again, they're delayed offsides, and we're going to get an offsides penalty. The Huron had a couple guys in the zone for a long time.
They did.
And the puck came out twice. The clock's going to run. That's actually, that offsides is in favor of Lakers because the clock is running. 36 seconds left in this one. 8-2 in a game dominated by the Watertown Lakers.
Yeah, they played a good game so far tonight. I shouldn't say it, the whole game.
So we faced off, and this one's going to scoot down into the near corner with 20 seconds left. Couple touches here, pretty big hit, and that one's going to draw a penalty down in the near corner, and that's going to draw a Huron penalty. And that was Hudson Hendricks taking the brunt of that one. Frustration penalty. I don't know who hit him. Do you know?
2 minutes for roughing.
And that's the game. So the Huron penalty is on number 9, Michael Larson. The game's just over, right?
The game's just over.
He doesn't have to do anything for that penalty.
Nope, the game's just over.
It just goes in the book as a penalty.
Yep.
Well, the Watertown Lakers actually need to be proud of this one, I think, Lucas.
Yeah.
And I assume maybe Devin or one of the guys are going to come up. Pretty easy to come up and do a post-game interview when you win like this. And I guess I'm going to have to say dominated this game.
They did dominate this game from the start, from the puck drop. They got a first goal. They kind of set the tempo, and I believe Bowling with that first goal there, certainly that helped a lot. And it's helped a lot over the years that I coached. You score first, you put the other team down right away. It's a mentality thing.
Well, and then Bramer at 8:59, he comes back and scores one, and then he comes out in the second period right away and scores another one. The heat was on early, and Huron got on their heels real fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 unanswered goals by the Watertown Lakers to start out that game. So,
yeah.
And is it too early to choose a Subway player of the game? Jake Bramer. I think that's a good choice. He kind of started pounding the nails in the coffin early, didn't he?
He did, and he didn't flinch either. He's like you said earlier, he came into his hands, and he is certainly lanky, and he just gets the puck going the right direction, and he played both ways, defensively, offensively, and he was out there, power plays, penalty kills. It's good to see. I like watching Jake tonight.
Yeah, and Huron, we talked about Huron, they're no slouch.
No, they're not.
They've got some good players, and I think they actually played a fairly good game, but I really think that Watertown Lakers were probably that good tonight.
I think they were
I really think they were.
Huron, if they would get up on you, it would be tough.
Yeah.
If they get up on you first, it would be tough to battle with them because they played off of momentum. Yeah,
and they have Ethan Bush. We said his name the entire game. I couldn't even keep track of what position he played anymore. He shot the puck, and every time you look, he had the puck.
Yep, he did.
So a good player, a good player for Huron, and they've got a lot of good players. And they'll beat teams, but the Lakers, you just can't say enough about the Lakers. Coaching, players, I don't know what it is, but it came together. You said it earlier. These kids have bought in. I don't know. Is that what happened? They play again tomorrow against Mitchell, and that'll be the test to see how they come out. And was it a fluke or was it not a fluke?
Right, I agree. And Mitchell playing Aberdeen right now. I was just looking up the scores here again for you guys to kind of keep track of where we are. It's 2-2 right now, Mitchell and Aberdeen. So that'll be interesting. I think they have a couple minutes left in the game, but that might go into overtime there. And with some of the other games, I gave you the Brookings-Oahe one earlier, and they're 2-2 also right now, just at the end of the third period. So Sioux Falls 1 has kind of, on the stat sheet, looks like they're kind of dominating the game a little bit. The Sioux Falls 1 is, but Sioux Falls 2's goalie must be playing pretty well. So
that's always interesting when the two Sioux Falls teams play.
Yeah, it is. Because Sioux Falls 1 has 36 shots on net, and Sioux Falls 2 only has 14. So their goalie must be playing pretty well. So hats off to him down there too.
And play continues tomorrow for South Dakota hockey. It'll be Rushmore at Aberdeen, Yankton at Sioux Falls 2, Brandon Valley at Oahe, and Watertown will play Mitchell when they come to town tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to do it all over again at AM 1480 KSDR, and gowatertown.net for the live stream. We're going to do the same thing we did today. The times changed a little bit, Lucas. I think we're at like 4:30.
4:30 and 8, I believe.
4:30 and 8. But we're going to be here. We're going to do the same thing all over again. Mitchell comes to town. And we've got the guy of the hour, Devin.
How are you
Devin
doing?
McMullen. Nice to meet you. I think we've met before, but thanks for coming up. And Lucas and I were talking. You guys dominated this game.
Yeah, the boys came to play today. They wanted this first one out of the way, and they came to play. So it's good.
So, as a coach, you never predict this, but what was your feeling with this team? This is a new team. You're a new coach, new program. What was your feeling coming into this game? Just a big unknown, or did you have a pretty good idea what was going to happen?
I had a good idea, like from practice, everything like that. We knew that our team's going to be a hard-working team. We need everyone on board, and that's what you could see tonight. It wasn't just one line scoring a goal for us. It was all the lines. So it was just a good overall effort, and I kind of knew that's what kind of team we got here too.
So a pretty balanced team.
Yeah,
I mean, you can play your third line whenever you need to, and I mean, you got a lot of guys that can all get it done.
Yeah, and that's something that we really wanted to get instilled in our guys is, we don't have a first line, we don't have a second line. We want to be a team that each period we're going hard on the teams and just kind of maintain that good pressure throughout the game.
What do you think made the biggest, as that game went on, you got into the second period, you guys were scoring goals, a lot of goals in the second period. In fact, you guys dominated that second period, probably as much as I've seen a Laker dominate for a long time. What's your feeling as a coach in the second period? What was the difference? When did that game really turn?
I think once the boys started realizing, hey, they're giving us some open ice, we can take this to the middle and start getting some good quality shots. And it was just really fun to see them get really excited when they were starting to score. Like I said, didn't matter who it was. They were just really excited, and that got me excited too. So
the team, they were loose on the bench, having a little fun down there.
Yeah. Of course, you wanna make sure they're still having fun. This is a game for them, and we want to make sure they're having fun. But at the same time, we just kind of say, gotta stay focused on the game at hand, right? Second period, we got a lot of goals, and third, we just said we want to be defensively strong there. So.
Well, not bad for the first outing.
Yeah, that was great. It was
not
a great
bad.
One.
This is how you go undefeated for the year. You have to win the first one.
Right.
That's how you go undefeated. So you got Mitchell coming into town tomorrow. You probably don't know a lot about Mitchell team, and like most coaches, you say, hey, we got to focus on what we have to do. When you're going to tell the kids tomorrow, is there a focus, something that you think we could be a little better at this, guys?
Watching tonight here, just making sure we clean up in front of our net. That's the biggest thing. It doesn't matter what team you're playing. You got to make sure your defensive end is your strongest part of your game, and then the offense will come from that. So.
Well, it's been fun up here, and we look forward to it again tomorrow. We're going to do the girls and the boys again tomorrow, and if tomorrow's anything like today, we're going to have a fun Laker season. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to it. You don't want to predict anything too soon, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Take your game by game.
Hey, don't get out ahead of yourself,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
No. Congratulations to you, and thank you for stepping up and leading this team. Lucas and I talked a little bit before. The coaches don't walk in the door. They're not begging to coach. Mm-hmm. And boy, when we have somebody come forward and get in with these kids like you did, I mean, we appreciate it. We appreciate it in Watertown. We appreciate it from the Lakers standpoint. So.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to help out the community as best as I can. Yeah. When I first came in last year, watching the program, I just was like, hey, there's a lot of good kids here, and I just want to help them get better at hockey. So. Well,
good. Lucas and I talked a little bit about some coaching aspects, and we talked about how you get kind of attached to these kids. I bet it's already happening, isn't it?
Yeah, you make a little connection with them, and it's fun to see them having fun out there. So.
Yeah, good. Well, Devin, congratulations. Thank you for coming up, and we'll look for you tomorrow. You're welcome to come up in our pregame show. You're welcome to come up afterwards if you like, and congratulations. You got this one under your belt.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Devin McMullen, he's the new Laker head coach, and we're pointed in the right direction. So Watertown Lakers having a good night tonight, what I would consider a dominating night, and that coach's comments was brought to you by Deutsch Excavating. So we see a game that's of interest there, Lucas, don't you? Another game that's going on tonight.
I do. I'm watching the Brookings-Oahe game, and they're 2-2 right now. It's showing me end of 3, so they must be going into overtime. That's a little bit surprising for me out there. They're out in Oahe, so Oahe, they typically bring a pretty good crowd. So.
And I don't know if it was you or who it was, but I had this conversation about Oahe this year and what they have left of a team. And, we know Coach Steele does a nice job out there. And I just kind of look at that. If you were to pick a team today who's going to probably play for the state championship, it's Brookings.
Definitely,
right?
definitely.
I mean, just based on what they have and what they've got coming back and their staff and so on and so forth. And then they go out to Oahe, and they got their hands full.
They got their hands full out there. It's got interest in me. I'd really like to be a fly on the wall out there in that game right now.
So nowhere to hide is what they say.
That's right.
In South Dakota hockey.
There's not. It's only, you can only do so much as a coach. Your team's got to be ready to battle, like the Lakers were tonight. And Devin said that. It's pretty neat to see that they were ready to play tonight when they came. So,
good night for the Lakers on both sides, the girls and the boys, and we're going to come back and we're going to do it all over again tomorrow on AM 1480 KSDR. You can get it on the live stream if somebody can't make it. Grandmas, grandpas, uncles, cousins, brothers can't get to the game. Get them on that live stream because they will be right here and you'll be able to see every move and all the action throughout. Yeah. Follow the Watertown Lakers. Follow South Dakota Hockey. Go to South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association on your phone or on your computer, and there's all the stats and everything that's going on throughout the state of hockey in the state of South Dakota. It's really a fun thing to follow along with.
Yeah, that's something I watch continuously for all of our different teams in Watertown here to see where everybody's at and how everybody's kind of lining up for the next weekends of games or the next night of games. So, take a look. Come out and support us. We had a good fan base here tonight. So they're all waiting around to congratulate all these guys. Pretty cool to see them standing out here in the warming room and just outside of it. So,
all right. Well, Lucas, thank you, my friend.
Yes.
For coming on board with us up here in the Reliabank booth. This has been an awful lot of fun. And from the Watertown Lakers Association, it's been a good night, and have a good night. We will see you tomorrow at what time? 4:30 for the girls. We will go on the air about 15 to 20 minutes early. We're going to do it all again. From the Watertown Lakers and the George Mace Ice Arena. So long tonight. We will see you tomorrow.
Sounds good.